Hi Chewies, here's your Alexandra. And now we are covering how to create your own Chaptermaster. Well, the idea for this appeared to me when I was building up my own Chaptermaster, Vladimir Pauk, from the Imperial Fists. For this purpose I took the model of Maneos Kalgar, the old power armor version, and I erased all the ultramarine signs, gave him a new head, and voila, there was my Chaptermaster. But what rules could I give him? I thought, in the Space Marine book, there's a passage right in front of the army list, and it basically says it doesn't matter what kind of army you're playing, you could use the character models in this book to represent characters from other chapters. Well, but unfortunately I don't find any of the characters here in the book representing Vladimir Pauk, the master of the Imperial Fist. Well, I could use Pedro Cantor, but well, he is no Imperial Fist, he's Pedro Cantor from the Crimson Fists. And well, you have Lysander, but he's already an Imperial Fist and he isn't the Chaptermaster. He's just a captain. And then Maneos Kalgar. Well, actually I don't want to have a generic Papa Smurf clone for my Chaptermaster. And the rules are not fitting for the purpose of Imperial Fists. Well, Imperial Fists are not Ultramarines and they have other stuff. Well, I really like the concept in this book that the character models inflict the way of playing. For example, if you're taking here Vulcan Heston, he inflicts the entire army with his twin-linked multimeters and flamers, and all power hammers are mastercrafted. This is a nice option. Or here, Kaivan Shrike, he gives all your troops fleet. This is really nice. Or here, Pedro Cantor, all veterans are scoring units if you take him. This is a very nice concept. But well, not every chapter you can play is fitted in these ranks. Well, you could actually have a complete impact on your Space Marines if you just take another army book and play with this. For example, Chaos Space Marines. Well, this came later. Demon Hunters. Well, you can just say they're another Space Marine chapter and paint them differently and build them in a different way, but play them like Demon Hunters. Or you could take the Space Wolf Codex and build an army around this. Or if you like Terminators, then the Dark Angels is the book for you, because here's also a character model that inflicts your way of play, and it is actually Master Belial. If you take him, all your Terminators are troop choices, and you can make a complete Terminator armor. But the thing I am thinking of is in this book. This is the 4th edition Space Marine book. And, well, it's out of date, but there's a very, very interesting thing here in this book. I don't want to have the Chaptermaster's mega power fighter. I just want to give him the ability to inflict the way your army is played. And in this army book you have all you need. The in German Ordenswesenszüge, the chapter signs or something like that. I don't know how it is called in English, but there you can basically see what you can give. Here in this book, you could give your Space Marine army advantages and disadvantages to create your own chapter and make it a little bit fluff-wise a little bit better. So, and when we just take this here and combining it with our generic Chaptermaster in this book, well, when you see Space Marine Captain and Chaptermaster, there's absolutely no difference in the profile or even in the options or in the weapon options. The only difference is the Chaptermaster can take an honor guard and the captain can take a command squad. And the Chaptermaster have the orbital bombardment once a game. Wow, this is the Chaptermaster I don't want. Well, here you can see what are some advantages and disadvantages you can give your own Chaptermaster. For example, I want the Imperial Fists, and this is Vladimir Pauk, the Chaptermaster of the Imperial Fists. Well, the Imperial Fists, for example, they are bombardment masters. They can destroy very easily fortresses and enemy vehicles and something like that. And for this, we have here an advantage. Where it is? There. Zerstöre des Ketzers Werk. Destroy the heretics' deeds. It basically says every tactical or devastator squad may get for 3 points each per model the ability Tank Hunters. Well, let's say, okay, we want to give your General Chaptermaster this ability. Let me say you have two options. Option number 1, you're paying points for this. Let me say every advantage you can find here is worth of 50 points, and well, you also have to pay for the options itself when you have to pay it, but I think this is quite fair. Or the second option is you don't pay any points for this, but you have to stick on the rules here and take a disadvantage. There we have the major disadvantages and the smaller disadvantages. For example, the Imperial Fists never give up in a situation and they fight until they die or the enemy is dead. So, in this purpose here's never give up, and basically this rule is out of date. Well, but you could adjust it a little bit. For example, if you need to roll for another turn, then the Imperial Fists get the disadvantage that they get -1 on the roll or +1, so that almost every time another turn is to be fought. This was here you see Imperial Fists destroy the heretics' deeds and never give up. And here are some advantages from others and disadvantages. Just imagine what kind of army do you want to play. Do you want to play a Space Marine army where every single Space Marine has bolt pistol and chainsword? Well, you can give them this advantage and make your own Chaptermaster. I hope this helps you and gives you a little bit inspiration. Until the next video, see you, your Alexandra.